Hello, everybody. Breaking news out of Pedatstanpedople. Before we get started tonight, I just want to let you know that, first of all, this place is a complete fucking mess. I'm in a new studio now in a new location, which I will not describe to you where it is. However, I have returned from the interdimensional portal, and so is the president, and he's back. Interestingly, just enough time for a bunch of shit to go down. So, without further ado, without further delay, here we go, guys. The Pedatstanpedople Daily Report. With some very unfortunate news and some very interesting news. The accord that the president had started back in I don't even remember, was forced to shut down due to a targeted war or targeted mass raid on the alliance. The president had no choice but to disband the alliance. Medals have been given to those who have fought in this conflict. Many of the members have joined both the GIF and some are joining other alliances, but it's very interesting what's happening down there. We are still in a war tonight, and we were supposed to get military assistance should we have joined, but for some reason we're not able to do that, so we're going to have to just stick it out. People are dying, starving. Actually, a whole shit ton of people have died. Pedatstanpedople is in complete ruin right now. $1 billion worth of, or $50 billion worth of pedopes. I'm sorry, I don't even remember our fucking currency. 50 million pedopes worth of infrastructure damage has sustained in just Pedatstanpedople alone. We've spent millions upon millions of pedopes on this conflict, and the president has been multiple attempts on assassination on his life. He's been doing the best he can. But our military has been absolutely decimated. Our economy is in the shitter. People are starving. Over 300,000 people actually have died since the beginning of this conflict. And it's just been a very bloody disaster war for us here in Pedople. And I'm actually very concerned, because every once in a while you'll hear artillery shells coming in our direction. That's why we had to move studios. Also, we are no longer in Pedatstanpedople, yet we're still sustaining attacks because the whole country is on fucking fire right now. So that's interesting. And actually, the president and his alliance has authorized the entry and the merging of whatever was left of the accord with the Grand Imperial Federation, led by the Middle East Imperial Union. They are not expected to join the conflict, but they have promised aid and to help the rebuilding effort of our nation. The president has also said that he apologizes to those that have died as a result of this conflict, and he says that had he gone back, he would not have created the accord at this stage in our nation's history because it's cost us so much already. So that's interesting. His approval rating is surprisingly high given the fact that hundreds of thousands of people have died. Most citizens actually see it as not his fault, but the fault of piracy nations and the specific targeting of our alliance. So that's very interesting. So going forward here, we're going to have to be very careful. Tonight, later on, we're going to have the British guy that we used to have on. He's one of the president's top advisors still. He actually was injured in an attack that happened to him during the conflict, so we'll get to talk to him about what's going on right now and get his opinion on things. But until we do that, nextly we're going to talk about some other things happening. Also, more positive news. The president and the Pedople have been admitted to the International Community Security Council. They are one of the 10 permanent members of the council, and there have actually been some very interesting developments there, although we've been dealing with our own shit here, so it's kind of hard to remember or fucking care about what's going on out there when everybody's dying here. A global economic crisis has hit the globe, Many nations are struggling, and in response to this, the Security Council nations have talked about a standardization of currency, or creating one currency to base the value off of the other ones. Originally, it was going to be the new Taiwanese dollar, but I don't know if that worked out. Obviously, had us not been in a fucking war, maybe we could have had the pedo been the standard, but fucking of course not, because nothing ever goes our way. Just when you think shit's getting better, it just seems to go down the shitter. Okay, so he's ready to come on? Okay, well, joining us tonight is, I can't remember his name.
Yes.
Fucking, was it Kleinlegel Schlenenbagel?
That's one name.
I think that might have been his name. So, good evening, Mr. Schlenenbagel. How are you doing? Obviously, I know that you've been injured in the attack. So, could you please elaborate on, first of all, how is the president safe?
Yes.
And are we going to be able to pull out of this? Because many people, including the president's opposition in Congress, are concerned that we might not be able to recover unless some drastic measures are taken.
Yes, well, let me start off by saying we are obviously very short-staffed at the moment. I'm legally holding my own fucking camera. But yes, the president is safe. The war's ongoing, and we're doing our very best. But he is safe, and we are going to pull out of this eventually. So everybody relax. I know we only have 20,000 extra active troops because of the fucking decimation, but we will be alright. Don't worry about it. We will pull through, because we always do. Well, will we? I don't know. My fucking eye is fucking, I don't even know if I can see out of it no more, but we'll see about that.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, so next link.
Fuck.
I gotta ask you, okay, so the economy is in the shit with millions of peanuts worth of damage done to the country. The war's still ongoing. But the president seems semi-optimistic. The Speaker of the House, Speaker Trump,
not the other one,
not the big one, the little one.
Exactly.
He has come out publicly in support of the president and has said that once the war is over, we will start a massive reconstruction project to try and revitalize the nation's economy, which sucks because.
Yes.
Could you? Okay, so elaborate on how we were doing before and how we could possibly be doing better.
So the main argument is that we are now in a big alliance to be protected, because we were the biggest nation in the previous one, so we had to do a lot of the protecting. But however, when we join this one, we should have enough protection to rebuild, and they have offered a substantial loan or aid to help us rebuild the nation, and we should be better than we ever were before. Even without that, we still made significant gains, so I expect with some protection we should actually be able to make some very good gains as well. So we should be doing better on that.
Okay, so last thing I'm going to ask you before we wrap it up here, it's going to be a quick one tonight. So the fight continuing on.
Yes, it is.
The Accord, the president has stated publicly that he would not have created the Accord at such an early stage.
I won't say.
The opposition in Congress taking no time but to use that as leverage to bash the president and his policies.
Yes, of course, fucking
but do you really think that things would have turned out differently, or what position would we even be in right now? Because it's so hard to imagine where our country would be without the Accord. Because the Accord actually established. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so obviously the main thing actually, we would be worse off because we established a lot of very good relationships with the Accord and with everything we were doing. We just didn't have enough fucking people join the goddamn thing. It went down the shitter. So now going forward, we may eventually restart this, but it would be at a very later date. Preferably when I don't have to hold my own fucking interview camera. So I'm gonna have to go soon because my fucking arm is about to fall off my socket, and my fucking eye is bleeding again because of the attacks. So that's all I really have to say. But yes, we would be worse off without the Accord because of no relationships, and we'd be even more fucked.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Schlenenbagel. That's a very great answer.
Yes.
We will be hopefully. The president hasn't given an address in a while, I think mainly because of the risk to his safety. But please give him his thoughts and prayers, and tell him that he's welcome on the show anytime should things die down and he want to discuss things going forward.
Yes,
so, let me just... Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mr. Schlenenbagel.
Good night, asshole.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it here on the Daily Report. My name is I'm an Asshole Sucking On, as always, and I'll be joining you next time. Have faith and pray, everybody, because we're going to fucking need it here soon. Thank you for watching, everybody. Good night. Yo, Jonathan. How was it good?
I don't know. I don't know if we were recording at all. I mean,
What the fuck do you mean? You don't know if it record? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
You're fucking kidding me, right?
The equipment got damaged in the goddamn thing. I don't know. We're gonna fucking try it outside. You don't fucking hear?
I swear to God, if it didn't fucking record, I'm gonna fucking. I'll get to you later.
Holy shit. Fucking A.
Well, at least fucking stop whatever the fuck is recording now, so I have to know if I have to fucking do it all over again. Thank you. Fucking dick.